all supernatural gifts inaugurated, trigger is tongues. Even on the day of Pentecost, the Bible says in Acts of the Apostle, they began, everybody say began to speak in tongues.
To speak in tongues.
Acts 2:4. Then you read all the Acts of the Apostles up to 28th chapter. Almost every chapter, miracles. That's the early church. The early church was born in miracle. All through they had miracle. But the Bible says, began with tongues. Say it with me. Praying in tongues.
Praying in tongues.
Releases miracles.
Releases miracles.
Releases prophecy.
Releases prophecy.
Releases interpretation.
Releases interpretation.
Opens your spiritual eyes.
Opens your spiritual eyes.
Gives the words of wisdom.
Gives the words of wisdom.
Hal barakato. That's the trigger. Even first Pentecostal preaching, Peter, he didn't prepare a sermon because he didn't expect a congregation. They were praying in tongues. They didn't even know when the Spirit will come. Suddenly the Spirit came. All began to speak in tongues. When they were like a drunkard, suddenly the crowd came. 5,000, 3,000, 6,000 people everywhere. He didn't know what to do. He never preached in such a big meeting ever in his life. Only Jesus will preach. He will clap the hands. And when they were, how long they were praying in tongues, I don't know. When the crowd came, he stood up and he said, "Oh people, this is that was spoken by Joel." Mada, mada, da 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 da. The words are coming, the words are coming. All the Old Testament scriptures are coming. And the message came. Can I tell you, it was not a prepared sermon. It was not a computer sermon. It's a communion sermon. Get ready for that. If you read the whole Acts of the Apostles, no preacher ever prepared. Peter was praying in tongues. We don't know how many hours. The fire came upon him. Out of that, suddenly he opened his mouth. The Niagara River was flooding. "3,000 people, one sermon, were convicted." They screamed, "Brethren, stop preaching. Now we are not ready to hear. Please tell us what we should do." He said, okay, now only very short now. Repent. Yes. Be baptized. Yes. Be filled with the Spirit. Yes. Then they have to 12 people more. 3,000 people baptism. Imagine 3,000 people. That's the power of praying in tongues. This gift triggers, releases all other gifts. That's why Jesus, before going to heaven, he said, "These signs shall follow them that believe." In one breath, he said all 5. They will pray in tongues, they will pray in new language, and they will take up the serpent. Even if you give them the poison, give a poison. Mandilo Roshanda. But one thing, when the poison is given, then don't start talking in tongues. Some people, the poison, shenda bala bread.